celebrity.
It's not that hard. The fact that you get to be the second person on this couch, physically. I mean, at least within the podcast, there have been a lot of other people.
Yeah.
On this couch. Sorry.
But
that's weird.
But it makes me, I mean, it's special to know that.
Yeah.
The trust with you, with me, as well. You know, that's why I reveal things to you. That's why I'm fully confident to go say, text exactly what's in my noodle, because I can't hide shit. If I hide shit, it affects everything.
You know that's not going to get cut out, right?
No, it's fine. I don't care. I don't care. It's true though. That's true. When it comes to anything in life, doesn't matter if it's a relationship, friends, whatever. The more direct, the more honest you are, the better a thing is.
Absolutely.
And if you start hiding stuff, it becomes easy to hide stuff, and it becomes easy to lie. And people aren't stupid. They can pick up on that.
Well, some people are stupid.
Well, stupid.
Not you guys, the great viewers of the Ugly Couch podcast. I'm your host, Darth Ginger, and we have a new guest physically on the couch.
Oh.
We didn't even agree on it. Did you want it, Hashy?
We do both.
So, Hashy Herschel? Can I nickname you like Hershey?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. But if you want to shout out the whole family.
Oh, yeah. No, all tags will be down below. This is Hashy012. Hi. How are you doing?
How's it? Good. Doing good.
You've had a time.
Yeah, doing good. Just slightly nervous to get my stories.
It's very interesting.
Out there.
Because I want to start off with, you live here in Phoenix. You were in Chicago.
Yes. Chicago, yes.
Were you born there?
Born there, yeah.
How? What's the kink world like different out there? I've heard some weird stories with Chicago.
I've heard stories now. Back then, I can't answer that because I don't know if it's a minority thing, majority thing, or generational thing, era thing, or based upon how I was raised or what I was told about sexual encounters, but I was a 31-year-old virgin.
That's great. Wow. How's it feel?
Say that out loud and actually on a podcast.
Look at that. Because the internet knows I lost mine at 13, so it's like very like polar opposites. Because I know that you were shy about saying that, and I'm usually shy. I'm not anymore.
I was that shy introverted kid in school. I was someone who, quite honestly, if I wasn't their best friend, not in the sense of being friends, but just in the sense of being someone that would be willing to X, Y, and Z, talk to them and everything else, I basically fit in with nobody. I was one of those. The nerdy kid playing his Game Boy instead of playing.
Oh, hell yeah. Those are the kind of kids that I want to hang with. I never had a Game Boy. I got to the point where I think I was like 17. I went to the flea market and I got my phone case as a Game Boy, and I was like, it's kind of the same thing.
Close.
No.
It's close, but...
No, but it was like a silicone case. But I love the nerdy kids. Those are the ones I always gravitate to.
That was me. I don't know if I was like nerdy smart, just nerdy.
You're a pretty intelligent person.
Thank you. I mean, I do my best. I do my best to continue to educate myself, learn things. Stuff with everything. You know, I work in progress, let's put it that way. From everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the lovely host here definitely has stuff that she's into and can identify with. And
like what?
Oh, with your roles in terms of the kink world.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas me, it's like, I think I know what I am, but it's like, do I really want to put that? Do I really need to label myself?
That's right, because you're still undecided on FetLife.
Correct.
We were going to do the test together.
Yes.
For BDSMTest.org, please sponsor this podcast. This is so many episodes in. Please. Yes. Thank you.
I mean, initially when I joined FetLife, I put it as...
Yeah, when did you join FetLife?
It's, about 2 years now, give or take.
Still newbie.
I mean, initially I had it on as, I think, evolving, and then I changed it to exploring, and then maybe 6 to 8, 10 months ago, something like that, I decided... undecided. And believe me, everyone who's watching this, I didn't do that because I'm undecided about if I'm actually a guy who's straight. It's nothing to do with that.
Your orientation is that, yes. But it's whether you're a kinkster, which I love because there's a lot of typical things with males. When they first join, they'll go, oh, I'm a dom or, a daddy, and they've never had any of that experience. And so the fact that you took that step to go, you know what, I don't know yet. Yeah. That's amazing.
And I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't know. I know, but it's like my personality and my sexual personality are not the same thing.
Right.
My actual personality, I try to be as laid back as possible. I like to make decisions, but I don't want to necessarily take charge. I like to be part of the group, but I also could, if need be like, hey, we're going to go here, here, and here, or we're going to do this and this and this. So in personal life, I would say I'm submissive. In terms of sexual life, like most guys, actually, let me rephrase that. Unlike most guys, I do my best to pick up on the cues of the woman. Most guys, I assume, they're just going to fuck them and move on. Show their dominant force, show how they're a bull, whatever terminology, which may or may not be true about who they really are, but they have it on there because they assume that's the only way they're going to get it.
I also just want to know, I didn't swear within the first minutes of this podcast. You were the first time to ever do that.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm actually the first guy to do that.
It's part of my virality. I use it as best I can, proper grammar,
we have a rule on the podcast to not swear within the first 5 minutes. Yeah. I'll be fair, I didn't warn you of that, but I was like, I'm totally going to swear before you, and you beat me to it. I'm so mad.
And honestly, I should have known that.
Okay.
By watching other videos. I should have known that. I didn't.
You didn't watch any of my podcasts,
but it's just my verbiage.
It's a vocabulary word.
Yeah,
it's a great word.
It's who I am.
I'm not saying my favorite word. I know that everyone will be pissed off that I do because it's too many beeping and whatnot. But no, I totally agree with that.
So yeah. I mean, in the bedroom, I would say I probably am more dominant than submissive. But also, I mean, who doesn't like just laying back and have someone ride you? And if you pick up on your cues of when you're getting close to orgasm, I'll gladly take over.
I've oddly found myself slowly kind of, and I don't want to, turn into a pillow princess, where I just dead lay there, and I'm like, oh no, I've got to do something about that. Like, I understand it for, like, I think more for, like, people who have, like, penises. It's a lot more work for you guys. But then but then I have to go back to, like, it's a lot of work to ride. Because these thighs might be big, but they're not worked out.
No, I mean, I definitely get both ends of the spectrum. Yeah. I mean, you can't be, like, totally dominant, in my opinion, totally dominant toward the woman. I think something
would be fun.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, I think something fun for the end of the podcast is we do, like, just a short quiz of the BDSM test. Because there's, like, a one that, like, takes, like, 5 minutes. We can end the podcast that way.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure you hit that thumbs button to make it magically happen. I know we're recording this, but, like, just give me, like, a funny thing. That'd be funny, okay? Thanks.
And it's like because of me being undecided, and I know how veiny people could be about
that was not the P word that I was thinking of. You said the word veiny.
Yeah, veiny in a bad way. And no, I'm not saying this to knock anyone, but 100% when I'm on FetLife and I'm skimming through the various groups, and if I see a single woman go, all I want is BWC or BBC, I'm immediately not going to even remotely message you because you're typecasting everyone, and if you don't have what you're looking for, the probability that you're going to go, well, I said this, I guess now I can settle for that. No, I'm sorry. You made your choice to say what you say. Well, have fun with it.
There's actually been some interesting, like, Rachel controversy over terms like BBC and BWC. It's like, why do you have to be so specific in a sense like that? Like, everyone has their cup of tea.
Exactly. And
I don't want those, like, what they're called, abbreviations, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for that kind of stuff. Like,
no, and I agree with that completely. And I also take it a step further.
Listen, I like sherbet, like ice cream. Okay, I'll take all colors.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
And I'm the same when it comes to women. I don't degrade. I don't discriminate. But to the whole BBC, BWC thing, I'll take that a step further. I'm not one of those guys that immediately, if I'm with a woman, my schlong is like that.
So you're a shower, not grower? Or grower?
I'm a grower.
Yeah.
We
love growers. We're so supporting of growers.
I'm a grower. I mean, if anyone's seen my pictures in FetLife, you'll know on there that is not the full size, and I believe in the very first picture I posted, I simply said he's a grower, and that is true.
No, we stand for growers.
I'm a grower. I'm proud of it.
Like, if you're shower cool, growers are just like what it's
and again, I'm not trying to bash anyone's children not grower. I'm just simply trying to explain myself better to get a lot of things off my chest that have seen, witnessed, experienced, not just on FetLife, but experiences in general. And it's very, I don't know the right word to use, but it's very fascinating how women, more than men, and I don't blame you for doing it, but I will say this. If you make a post on FetLife, and your words are, who wants to come over and fuck me? And if someone sends you a message saying, I'll come over and fuck you, and you can't take 3 seconds to say no, and you just block people, get the fuck over yourself. Because it's very rude, and all you're doing and it's very rude, and then if you continue to post looking for the same thing, or you change your posts around, it means one of two things. It either means A, you're picky as shit, and you don't mean what you're looking for, you actually want someone to go and have a conversation with you, then why ask someone to fuck you if you want a conversation? Or 2, you're fake. Doesn't matter which one it is. Doesn't matter which one it is, because I know there's both ends of the spectrum on FetLife for women and men. But, because I've had it happen many, many times where a woman will say, come over and fuck me, or who wants to fuck me, or who wants to cream pie my pussy, or who wants, or any verbiage, and I'll be like, title, hey, how's it going? I'll say, hey, how's it going? And I'll repeat the exact words back to you, and instead of replying, I'll get blocked more, I'll get reply, and then I'll constantly see the same women posting all over FetLife. And it's like...
Okay, I'm going to stop doing those kind of posts.
What? I'm sorry.
I do those kind of posts.
No.
But I feel like that's actually one of the posts that I did, that's how we met.
No.
No?
No. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't think it's no.
Because it's a lot. Because I get it. Like, it's a struggle because they put themselves out there so much. And then to not even take, like you said, 3 seconds to go, you know what, I'm not interested. That means more than just us sitting here in a dark room with nothing going on.
Yeah.
I'd rather a no than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather be told no than get blocked.
And you move on.
And then constantly see the person posting. So I constantly see the person posting, it's like, when you post the same things, different words, it's like, hey, yes, my profile isn't kink labeled. It doesn't have the usual kink things there. I describe myself more as a human being when someone is looking to straight up fuck someone. But when you simply say, hey, come over and fuck me, it's kind of hard to not repeat the words back.
Right.
It really is. Yeah. And I get it. It's not the right thing to do. But when you said with us, I don't think that's how I messaged you the first time.
No, you were very kind.
I think I may have I think the first time I may have seen your profile may have been at a gangbang that I was looking at going to.
Yes.
And I believe I'm correct. You might know this because I have no way of I don't know how of viewing it. Did I potentially click on that FetLife thing that I love your pussy and ass? Was that how I first was that the first time?
Yeah. And that was great.
Yeah.
And I loved that.
And I think that was the first time, and then I believe that gangbang that you're looking at going to, I ended up not going to.
Right.
And I think it was the one I was supposed to buy the garden party, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Okay. So story on that one. No.
Go ahead.
Reason why I
pop off. I don't care.
Okay. If the garden party people watch this, the reason why I haven't been to one of your parties is because the last time I paid for one, I was talking to one person, and then the day of the event, all of a sudden it's like someone else takes over the account, and they're like they don't even acknowledge the fact that I paid. Don't even read through the old messages of my interest that I did pay. So if you're watching this, that's why I haven't been. I'm not knocking you for that, but
I am because if you pay for that,
you can't pull that shit where it appears you're talking to one person, all of a sudden the day of the party you're talking to someone new. That's why I didn't go. Nothing against you guys, but just I'm full disclosure on this thing. And if people get mad at me, and if my inbox and FetLife blows up, people pissed off at me after that, not a problem. You want to come see me in person? You want to air your grievance in person? I'm one of those people that I love airing grievances in person. No one ever takes me up on it, but if you have to, we'll find a place.
You are so from Chicago. Yeah. Like, that, like, demeanor, like, go ahead, try me.
And I'm not confrontational,
no,
but okay, so that's how I think the first time I checked out your profile.
Yeah.
I didn't message you then.
No, you had just commented.
I just commented. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I may have liked.
You liked some of my pics.
Liked some of your pictures.
And then we just popped off.
And that was it. And then, like a month later, another gangbang that went sideways.
Yeah.
And I decided to reach.
Which is happening today.
Which is happening today.
Hopefully. Good luck.
Maybe. Hopefully. Don't know.
I'm not going to any one of those ever.
I was messaging with them just to get some details earlier today.
My nails are still done. It was a week ago.
We could.
I'm not going. No.
I mean, we could have been there, but
I'm sure it's a sticky situation because it's gotten to the point where I might start hosting my own.
Can you pause for a second? Okay,
we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, I had a phone.
I know. Pencil it in. I know you have a huge notebook in your head.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's hard because you've actually been to a few. I've never been to a gangbang.
I've been to a few. I have good stories and I have bad stories.
Ginger.
Okay. Ginger.
Don't call me Darth.
Okay, Ginger.
I thought you were going to ask me to call my legal name, and I was like,
whoa! No.
Sorry, that's not my legal name.
All right, so speaking of
Ginger is now.
So speaking of gangbangs, Ginger, since you're the host, I have a question for you on that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to hear my good stories or my bad stories first? Because I have both.
Okay. Oh, I want to hear one bad story first. I love good bad stories.
Can I
let's not. No, let's just call them...
Sidebar is his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what FetLife and I don't know
no, okay, let's just call him Kevin.
All right.
For now. His name's Kevin.
All right. We're going to go by Kevin for now. If anyone wants to know more information about this person, gladly message me on FetLife. It's HASHY012.
Our FetLife names are down below.
Down below, not a problem. I will full disclose this person because what he is doing is 100% illegal based upon how he describes his gangbangs.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've emailed this person before, and he decided to not really respond to it. And I was witness to it, and thank the Lord that gangbang that I was witness to what he said, I ended up getting kicked out of it before it even started, which is funnier than shit. But, yeah, it happened.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah, I knew you were going to have a response when I said that. I knew you were going to have a response. I have a weird perceptive mind, and I kind of knew Ginger here.
Did you ever get a reason why?
Yeah, it took me like a month later. When I went off.
That's a long time. Oh, when you went off. They were like, we see something happen and we should respond.
Yeah.
Instead of just being responsible adults like we all should be. Yes, but you just can't sit. I'm not going to cut this.
I know, but I'm just, okay. All right. So,
go ahead. We were going to talk about some other things, but that just means you have to come back.
Yes. Okay, I'll make this short and brief. Basically, in short, this guy Kevin, who does gangbangs, does cream pie gangbangs.
Wow, that's risque as heck.
He claims when he lists them on FetLife and his website that he wants you to be fully tested for STDs. And I only went to two of his. The first one, the chick accused me of touching other guys' schlongs when I didn't. The second one, we're hanging out waiting for the girl to show up. This new guy who hadn't been there before presented him with STD testing, and he tells him point straight to his face, "Oh, I don't care about that. Everyone's going to get STDs at some point."
Oh my God.
And if he happens to catch this, that is 100% illegal, you jackass. If you want to go to prison, be my guest. If you don't want to go to prison, start making sure people are tested.
Hold on. So here's the thing: it's not illegal.
But if you start serious STDs,
so I know that it's probably. I don't know much about hosting. That's why I do like hearing this. I love hearing horror stories not because like I like that kind of teeping. I do. I shouldn't lie about that.
Yeah.
But. Unfortunately, I don't think it's illegal.
Yeah.
If y'all want to correct me, that's fine.
Yeah, and if I'm wrong too, I can be very opinionated.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts on it.
I don't think it's illegal. I think it's irresponsible.
It's very irresponsible. Yeah. And this is where it gets
back.
And
this, what do you know what kind of like STD it was?
He's like, I don't care about any STDs.
Really?
It's like I don't care about any STDs.
Unfortunately, that's not illegal. That's
yeah.
Just irresponsible.
And the first one I went to, I cruelly presented him with stuff. Mm-hmm. He didn't even say that, and then he accused me of shit. I went to another one. The girl was outside, and she decided to leave. Mm-hmm. And then the next one is where he said that, and the girl shows up, and at the whole time, the host and the girl were talking. No one else is talking, and then she goes in the bathroom, and I get singled out, and I get kicked out, and I'm like, dude, what's the reason? She's like, oh, she won't give me a reason. I'm like, send her out here. I want to hear her say why I can't. I can't stay.
I think that's okay.
And she refused, and then about a month goes by, and he was hosting another one, and I'm like, dude, so what happened last time? And and I had to lose my shit on this dude. For him to come out and say, well, you were creepy. You didn't fit in with the crowd. And I told him, like, dude, the entire time she was there, you and her were talking. She didn't say a single word to anyone else in the group. And I get singled out. Yeah. And then then after that, I'm like, you have to understand. You told me you care about STD testing, and you presented right in front of me that you don't care.
That is more creepy than
about anything. So I'm the creepy one? Sorry, bro. You're the creepy one. Yeah. And if you catch this and you got an issue, you want to talk it out, I still remember you want to talk it out, we'll talk it out. But if I ever see you, I never ever want to see you in person again. And the girls you get, I'm gonna be very brutally honest.
Whoa. No hate on women.
No,
okay.
It's not a hate on women. It's not a hate on women. Wait a minute, it's not a hate on women. This isn't around anything like this. But by comparison, Ginger here is better looking. And
that's a completely hate on women. I'm not.
And a better person in general than anyone in this person's body. Because he posts his pictures all the time. I see stuff and everything.
And I'm sure he's doing for promotional work. I don't have anyone ever to say.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not hating on women. These are just my thoughts about
a bad experience. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, and
but don't bring me on.
This is just my opinion. And I've also had good experiences at game banks where if I'm one of those guys where I need to be comfortable to perform, and the reason why I need to be comfortable to perform is because I deal with a neurological condition that affects my vision, which affects my depth perception.
You do, and it's very interesting.
Depth perception, that is a lot of women. I've been laughed at by women because I can't, per se, get completely hard because I'm not comfortable. I've pretty much been laughed out of rooms.
You did great, by the way. Shut the fuck up. You didn't hear
that. And I only got fully diagnosed about a year ago.
I didn't realize it was that short time. I think it said longer.
Longer, but unofficially diagnosed.
But officially, yeah.
Officially about a year ago. And so there's pros and cons of what I go through. I'm not your normal dude who could fit in quite easily. If I'm not comfortable with the situation, it doesn't matter if it's a gangbang, one-on-one, just talking to someone on the internet, texting, phone calls.
You are literally the best texter in the world. Yeah. If that starts to ever bother you, that I like tickle you a little bit with it.
No.
I'm getting so good at deciphering your messages.
What? And by the way, when it comes to texting, I know Ginger just said
it's so amazing.
Just said it. I have been told by many, many women.
Oh yeah.
Do I know English?
Yeah.
Versus asking me, hey, what's going on here? Why?
That's exactly what I did.
Why instead of you putting 2, it's going 5-0, or if I'm trying to put there, it winds up being like T5 ERE, or
right.
I have 100 different examples of that, maybe 1,000 different examples.
When we first started talking, I could see your text, and it didn't I've talked to many people who I could tell English isn't their first language, or could probably need read it. That wasn't the case with you. I instantly know it was you probably have a visual disability.
Yeah,
and it's so easy, and you were thank you for actually saying that, just instead of assuming that I'm a drunk from a foreign country.
And that was true, and Ginger did that. It made me feel very comfortable that it's I don't have to defend myself. And granted, I wasn't I don't hide my vision from you. I don't hide it because I know within a very short amount of time that people that are around me, they're going to figure something out, and then the questions are going to come, and then it makes it awkward that I didn't say something ahead of time.
Yeah.
And also, in my past, I hated talking about it. I felt like it ruined them a lot.
You're so open about it now. Well, at least I know. I don't know about then, but you were so open.
Back then,
I can't see shit.
I mean, honestly, back then, me saying it felt like a death sentence for a relationship or anything. Now it's like, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If someone doesn't get it, that's on them. If someone gets it, even better.
Yeah.
I mean, I know no one's ever gonna fully understand what that this here caused this to be fucked up here. Even though I can see, can't see, that caused a nice little mutation here. It's just who I am. And
embrace it. I mean, the fact that I have DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. It's weird when I turn into a 6-year-old in the middle of sex.
I'm not gonna
bash on it. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna bash on.
It's weird because it doesn't. It's only happened once with my current partner.
I mean, I'm not gonna bash on that because
but disabilities are a thing, and you have to work there. And especially in the kink world, we have to be open about it.
Exactly, and it's like I'm not gonna bash on anything like that because
please do. I love my disability.
I mean, my disability exact name it's BBS2. I believe the appropriate pronunciation is Burnham syndrome, something like that. Just look up, type in BBS2 if you ever want to know about it. I have one of the more milder cases of it. A lot of more severe cases, people do not even have a fraction of the life I have. Most people have worse vision than me, bad kidneys, bad liver, bad heart, stomach mutations, web hands, web feet.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Web hands and feet beat out you?
Yeah. And because there's like 12 different versions of my condition. And
wow.
A lot of them don't live normal lives. A lot of them don't live long lives. Big differences.
You're killing it at 37.
Yeah. At 37, I'm lucky to be diagnosed now because when I was in my early years, they thought I was a troubled child. Not troubled in the sense that I did stupid shit for doing stupid shit. Troubled in the sense because they couldn't identify the fact that I had borderline tendencies of ADD, ADHD, or OCD, some learning disabilities. They thought I was a troubled child. They, at around the age of 9, my 3rd grade teacher wanted me on Ritalin. Yes, let me repeat that. I was born in 86, and in 1995, my 3rd grade teacher wanted me on Ritalin because she thought I was a troubled child. That got her in trouble, and the school board almost got sued for her saying that to me. Yes, I did have to go through all that fucked up testing for that shit. Thank the Lord I wasn't thrown on that shit at 9 years old, because I don't know if I'd be here right now today.
It's so scary. My sister was like that. It was, I can't imagine, kids being, prescribed those kind of prescriptions.
It wouldn't be prescribed, of course.
They just force it on you?
If she wanted me to be honest. She specifically told my parents this teacher went outside the network. She didn't go for the school board. She went outside the network to specifically tell my parents that she thinks I need to be on Ritalin. Straight up to my face.
You should be properly diagnosed with something like that by a professional doctor instead of a teacher going, "Oh, I can't handle this child." We've heard that this could help. Because I'm sure if you had been on that, it would affect your lifestyle so much more now.
Yeah, I don't even think I honestly don't know how very functional I would be now.
You're a pretty functional guy. I'm sorry. I might have tested that out.
I mean, functional, yes. Am I a little insane? Yes. Am I a little...
I love insane people.
Am I erratic? Yes. But, at the end of the day, I have good this.
And guess what we keep it? We keep it groovy.
Definitely. That's true.
Always groovy.
Very groovy. Very copacetic.
And does that affect you a lot? Because I want to get back to this. Mm-hmm. You've only been having sex for 6 years.
Yes, correct. I was literally...
It blows my mind. I'm such a slut.
I was literally, viewers out there, I was literally about 3 weeks away from being 32 years old and so
Oh, so 2 weeks before your 32nd.
Like 3 weeks away.
You're, like, writing. Like, you get to get typed.
Yeah, and you know, and that story, I'll tell the short version. I mean, another time I would tell people the long version. Anyone wants to hear it? You want to hear this long version of this story?
You should do a writing of it on FetLife.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Damn laptop.
I mean, here's the short version. All right. The short version is, I grew up in Chicago. There's this girl I always kind of had a thing for. Didn't know how to approach it. Didn't know how to talk to girls. I moved from Chicago to Arizona.
How do you like it? Like, because how long you've been here for a couple of years now?
13 years and change.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
My math's bad. I didn't graduate high school.
That's okay. You're good. But yeah,
13 years.
I've been here 13 years. So right before I left Chicago, I realized.
Did you lost your virginity here in Phoenix?
No.
Oh,
not
okay.
Phoenix.
I'm so I'm ready.
Did not lose my virginity in Phoenix or Chicago.
Oh, where were we?
I was in West Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia country road.
Yeah.
Take me home.
Oh no! Oh, it was West Virginia. It was where was it? It was near Richmond Airport, if I remember correctly.
Oh, Virginia.
So Virginia.
Yeah.
So basically, this girl I had a thing for. She had a thing for me. Didn't know how to talk to her. I left Chicago. I sporadically heard from her for the years. Time before last, before I heard from her, this is back in 2018, so a year prior to that, 2016, sorry. It was about a year after I shattered my leg. I was in a very messed up, fucked up place in my life. I mentally was not ready to talk about any of that stuff. Probably was a good thing, may not have been a good thing.
Well, hopefully you're like a lot better since then.
A lot better since then, yes.
Okay.
But 2018 rolls around. She finds me again. Yeah, she reached out to me. I didn't find her. So audience, viewers, I'm not a creeper. I did not reach out.
Stop saying that. You don't have to keep justifying.
but I did not hunt this down. This fell into my lap.
Good for you.
And
physically,
literally everything, right? And so start talking. We decide that I'm gonna fly out to her. So I fly out to her, got a hotel room, had fun at one hotel room. I switched hotel rooms to be somewhere a little cheaper. Yeah, I came off weird, but yes.
I love it.
Yeah, so
if you're gonna spend money on me for a hotel room, go fucking cheap. I don't need any bougie. 4 points, fuck off. But please, I'm just kidding. I love you so much.
But so, so basically, here's the story about her.
Oh, okay.
She claimed to me she wasn't married. In reality, she was.
Oh.
It took a lot to hunt that information out. She had this many kids, but this many that lived with her. And basically, I trapped myself, or she trapped me, to going from Virginia, which was the state I was in, Virginia, to...
Wait, that's so cute. That's so cliche.
Yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to make a merch out of that.
That's kind of... I mean, I could laugh about this now, and believe me, I've never told this story on camera.
No, it's my first time hearing it.
There's various friends that know the full story. This is only a partial story.
Only a tidbit in.
Because of time constraints. This is me more of a timid version. But basically, she called me that she was but wasn't married. In reality, she was. It took me a while to figure that out. I only figured it out after the fact. After going from Virginia to taking her and her 2 kids back to Chicago to be with her parents and her other kid, which lasted for about 6 weeks, something like that, 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
And then there's a day. So I'm in Chicago. There's a day. I'm going into the city to go see my optometrist for my vision, who I haven't seen forever, family friend.
Glad to check on your vision. You'll be able to see the bullshit.
Yep. And she used that as an excuse to leave with her. What she told me was or wasn't her husband. It was an excuse for him to pick her up and drive her back. And that was the last time I had ever seen her. And when she left, I don't know if it's factual or not, I actually tried to ask this question because literally about 3 months ago, she did reach out to me for the first time in 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So about
there's so much tea being spilled. Where's the kettle? Refill it.
Here's the kettle. When she left, she claimed she was pregnant, but not pregnant.
Oh.
I never got an answer to that. To my knowledge, it never happened, and if it did happen, per the state laws of the state of Virginia, if she put that baby that her guy's name on that birth certificate, to the end of time, I have no responsibility. It's up to the guy. That's how that state operates.
Yeah.
It's a backward state, but that's how it operates.
Oh my gosh.
Don't know if she was or wasn't.
So your first time, what you're
saying? First time having sex, first relationship.
Impregnating possible. Allegedly, but not allegedly.
First time experiencing anything from fingering, eating pussy, kissing, hugging over woman.
You can't say eating pussy.
Can you say pussy? Shit.
I'm kidding.
Sorry. Okay, shit, sorry. Smacking ass.
You just did it all in one time.
I mean, literally, she was first everything.
Wow.
And it ends...
Anal?
She wouldn't do anal.
Ah, shoot.
She wouldn't.
Me neither.
She wouldn't do anal. So first time everything, all along the way, I'm getting played like a...
Oh my god.
Played like a effing fiddle. And she claimed she was knocked up. Don't know if she was. I had the ultrasound picture for a while. Don't have any. But for a while, I didn't have the proof. Had her name, date, and all that shit. I had proof. And then when she left... when she went back to Virginia, I got one video call from her. And that was the end of it. And then literally, almost 5 years to the day, I met her.
That's wild.
Almost 5 years. It was like a week short of 5 years. And literally, I'm sitting outside having a good time. I see my phone go off and I look on Facebook Messenger. I was like,
that's already a red flag when someone on Facebook Messenger.
My heart dropped. I was like,
this is it. This is the time.
This is I'm like, either this is going to be really good or really bad. I had no fucking clue what was going to happen.
You could possibly have a 5-year-old.
Yeah. But I don't.
You don't.
I don't.
Can't confirm. No.
I'm still very single. No
very
kids.
Single, very eligible.
Very eligible.
Very funny and nice.
Funny, nice, kind-hearted, good-hearted guy. Grower, not shower.
Yes.
Never been married. No kids. So she's like...
Same.
And she's like, hi. I say hi. And I'm like, so why did you, after all this time, decide to reach out? She's like, oh, I thought it'd be a good thing to say hi. And I'm like, okay. And then I asked her, so I'm like, so what happened if that one thing? And I used the words pregnancy. I got no reply.
Of course not.
No reply.
Of course not. Strong word.
Gave it a couple of days. She still didn't reply. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to get this fucking opportunity again. I decided to go on full-on meltdown mode.
No.
Just to vet my shit.
You're so good at meltdown mode.
And because I never properly got, because the way this freaking B word or C word, I'm not going to say the actual word, I'll leave that to
bitch, and I'm not saying the C word because everyone gets mad at me when I say it, even though it's my favorite word.
So,
whether this bitch.
So I basically, I was played like a fiddle, and then so...
I love fiddles. They're so amazing.
Well, especially if they're not the B word or C word. But so after she left, I came back to Arizona for a bit.
It's still hot as hell.
Still hot as hell. Went back to Chicago, and when I was back in Arizona, my buddy, his uncle, and his uncle's friend were all taking bets. They were all taking bets on me of when I was going to come back fucked up again after a never failed relationship. They were taking bets on me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, how fucking nice. My drinking buddy, his uncle who I would smoke with and drink with, and his one friend who did other shit that I never touched. But yeah, they were taking bets on me. That's how much confidence they had in me that I was going to fail again.
Wow.
And so I came back here, and I went back to Chicago. And this is where my shit gets worse. So relationship number 2, after relationship number 1, which everyone got to hear. Number 2 was, my ex is her brother. set me up with someone as a placeholder for him while he was in a relationship with someone else, for someone that he liked, that she liked him. So I was used as a placeholder for someone else.
Ew.
That was relationship number 2.
I'll tell you.
And on top of that, I was living for a while with the ex at her parents' place, and they did everything in their effing power to control me. Basically going, you can't drink, you can't smoke pot, we don't want you smoking. We don't want you smoking any tobacco, and they literally, it was literally like living in a fucking cult. That's what like a really good friend of mine described it as. He's like, in the moment, he's like, dude, you're in a cult.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Before you end up in, like, because he used to, my buddy of mine, great friend, I'm not going to use his name, I'm not going to say where he's at, but, dude, you're my uncle from another mother.
Cheers.
Cheers. You told me point blank years ago, get the fuck out, because I love to watch the ID Network, and I don't want to see your ass on that. I don't want to see your ass on here from one of your stories.
No.
And that's because he fucked up.
But it didn't. Now look at you where you are now.
And I'm here now. And
Phoenix, and we're just thriving. Having a good time.
Phoenix thriving, and it's 2023, 5 years later, 6 years later in age. So yes, I've only been having sex for 6 years. And yes, I went from my first relationship being fucked up, to my second relationship being fucked up, to my third one, which is a long-term thing that was out here in Arizona. And if by some screwed up chance that ex watches this,
but that just means no, we don't need to talk shit about that.
Yeah. I hope you watch this, but if you don't, I don't care.
If you do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Exactly. If you don't, you know what you did to me.
Leave a comment, whatever you want. If it's a dislikeful one,
yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
You are just, wow.
Yeah. Ball of emotion.
No, it's incredible.
And I've never said these stories out loud. People, like out loud on camera, friends of mine, I could count on, there's that many people that know these stories.
Hold on, that's 1, 2, 3. I didn't graduate high school, so I have to count sometimes like that.
And now if we count Ginger here, that's 4.
That's 0. Okay, I got it.
So Ginger makes the 4th person that's ever heard this live. And I've held this in for too long, and I personally think holding a lot of this in has affected me, affected relationships, has affected a lot of things.
And I hope that you guys all, if you're watching and listening, can hopefully do and do not connect with that kind of stuff, and just know that you're not alone.
Yeah, and
everyone's gone through this, and be open about talking about it. Don't hold it in. It's best to not keep it so trapped in your own brain.
Yeah,
and even you did a writing for your own email, and I thought that was beautiful, and people need to talk about it. So that's why we have something like this, the Ugly Couch. Our emails are always open. The link is down below. And tell us your stories. And if you want to be on the podcast, come on to it. And you're going to have to come back.
Yeah, I'll definitely come back.
A lot.
There's a lot we didn't get to. I kind of go off. My brain.
This is an ADHD podcast.
Yeah, my brain. It's all over the place. I could literally go on forever. In short, be yourself as best you can. Push yourself to put yourself in situations that you're comfortable with. Be safe, obviously. Whatever it is, be safe. Number 1. Number 2, if you get the opportunity to create any level of comfortability, be it texting, talking, one-on-ones, gangbangs, group plays, house parties, whatever it might be. If you could create some sort of connectivity or comfortability with someone that might be there, thumbs up. If you can't, I'm not the one to answer how to break that code, because I'm an introvert. It takes a lot for me to do this right now.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, for the last week plus, I've had nervous decided energy, anxiety attacks over this. I've had thoughts in my head.
You were amazing. I had
bullet points, and I didn't get to, and I honestly didn't even get to everything. But I think I covered enough, told enough about people for someone that has the courage, male, female, transgendered, I don't care. Message Ginger here, message me. If you just want to talk. You don't have to per se meet in person. If you just want to talk, I'm always up for talking anyone about anything. Because it's how you grow, it's how you learn, it's how you be a better person.
Good.
And if you want to meet, cool. If you don't, cool. But just know this. What I deal with is 1 out of every 150,000 kids born worldwide. So odds are there's someone out there that's dealing with something similar to what I deal with.
Awesome. Good message.
And, I just, sorry, I'm tongue-tied.
You're good. No, thank you so much for being on here. I know it took a lot, and you just told some amazing stories, and I hope that it all, like I said, helped and you can connect, and, I hope that you come back.
Definitely, thank you for that. Well, yeah.
So, yeah, he's Hashy012 on FetLife. Dark_Ginger on FetLife. All of our links are down below. Feel free to contact us. This has been Deadly Couch Podcast, and whatever the fuck this is, and we'll see you guys later. Wait, hold on. Am I still doing the outro? No? Okay, cool. That's great. I never do an outro. It's okay. It's fine.